A teacher was talking and saying that I work in school. I saw a different student who was with me in the class. He did not come to school a lot. To my great surprise, while he was coming, he seemed disorganized. He would sleep in the lecture, and other than that, he did not have any of the school supplies with him. When I talked about him with my colleagues, they would say that he was like that with them as well. They would beat him so that he would look at the lecture and bring me all the supplies. Despite this, there was no response from him. If I did not accept their approach, I would see him. One day I talked to him, but he would evade or remain silent. Here, I got tired of him and decided to use my colleague's method, but when we did, I hit him. He did not cry or speak, but rather remained silent and returned to his place. This child was like this, but I did not see him again. One day, I finished the lesson early and asked the students to eat. They all took out their food except for him. At that moment, I asked him, but he said something that I did not believe. He said that he had eaten in the morning, but his friend said that he did not bring any food with him, and he did not buy anything either. Each of his friends said something that made me certain that this student had something to hide. And I started thinking about him and watching him until he reached his house, and here was the big surprise that this student was living in a house that was about to collapse, and he was living with his sick grandmother and he was working to feed her, and here I knew why he was disorganized, and why he did not come to school most of the time. So he went to his grandmother and she welcomed me and told me that he lives with her because his parents separated from each other and each one of them refused to live with him, and now he lives with me and works to feed me, and I am sick, and he has become a number to take care of me on the number since his young age. While we were talking, the student came in and saw me, so I carried him and hugged him. I felt inside me that I had wronged him and been cruel to him, without knowing what his reasons were that had pushed him to do this. I stayed with him all day and all night, and I talked to him and said that he worked in a car repair shop. He works at night and sometimes in the morning, and this is why he doesn't come to school most of the time. And this was the reason for his sleeping and his lack of discipline in the lecture. I asked him why he doesn't cry when I hit you, and he said something that scared me. He told me that hitting at school is just entertainment or fun when you look at the beating he receives at work, and this talk scared me and tired me out. I talked to him about it until the end of the day, and after that I went back to my house. And I thought that he should answer me to help him, and on the second day at school I started to care about him, and I returned to his lessons and brought him books and school supplies, and I encouraged him always, and I saw the joy in his eyes. He saw me like his father, and he was proud of me, and I saw that he started to attend school more and became organized, and a month passed and he became better than everyone in the class, and from time to time I go to him and help him with anything. Then the exams came at the end of the year, and the group was surprised by the marks of this student. The group thought he was a failure. The group thought he would not succeed, but he became better at the group and became one of the top students in school. At the honor ceremony, he came to thank me and told me that without me he would have been a failure and would not have succeeded, and that he was the first person to care about him and help him, and he is proud of me. Here I understood for the first time with us the phrase, morals before learning, and that the message of life is the students, and they are the foundation of society, and that the teacher is the foundation of the year. He builds a civilization, and he must be a substitute father and care for his students and not just study. You build a society and create a human being, and this is God's gift to every teacher. Fear God, teacher, in the students who are with you. You can, with one word, build the students, and with another word you can destroy them.